let's talk about Leona Cox. Something happy. We're going to go to a big celebration here. So Heather, would you please come up?
Well, good evening. Good evening. My name is Heather Ippolito. I am the PTA president of Leona Cox Community School, and I am joined tonight by our principal.
Hi, I'm Amanda Fisher. I'm the principal of Leona Cox. I've been the principal for the last 3 years. But I, too, am a resident of Santa Clarita Valley. My family has been here for over 100 years. So I'm very proud to be here. My maiden name is Gallion, so if that sounds familiar to anyone.
And I've only been here since the 5th grade, but I've lived in Canyon Country the whole time. So I'm graduated from Canyon High School, so as did my husband. So we are proud Canyon Country residents. So we are so proud this year that our fair school, located just over the hill there, is turning 50 years old. So we came here tonight to share a little bit of our history, to tell you a little bit about who we are today, and to invite you to our 50th birthday celebration, which should be pretty spectacular. Our school was named after longtime Canyon Country resident Leona H. Cox, and she was famous for keeping the fire going at Sulphur Springs School back in the early days when the weather got bad. And so in honor of her, years later, they named Leona H. Cox Elementary School after her. Ground was broken, you can see by this fabulous newspaper clipping that we found in our archives. Ground was broken in 1963, the back of Shangri-La Drive at Oakmore. But since then, a lot of things have changed on our campus. This building, ooh, I love the pointer. This building here used to be our main office. There's now classrooms. We used to have a portable in our parking lot. Thank goodness we don't have that anymore because we need all the parking spots we can get. We have we're a tri-level school, really, when you think about it. We have an upstairs campus, a downstairs campus, and a two-story building that bridges the two. So we really have 3 different stories. And here you can see they're demolishing our hill to put in our 2-story building. There's some of the dirt that was misplaced by all that. We still had classes back when we were doing all that construction, so if you can imagine, the boys, I'm sure, really loved coming to school and seeing all the big diggers and things like that. And here's the installation of our 2-story building. This used to be just our playground, and now, happily, it is the home of our giant state-of-the-art NPR. I say state-of-the-art in the hopes that maybe it will be eventually. This is the finished 2-story building next to our traditional brick buildings. And here's some of the campus beautification that's gone on. You can see now our brand new office building attached to that classroom building that used to be our office. We have some brand new banners and things to increase our school spirit. And our playgrounds have gotten some nice modernizations since those early days. But something that really hasn't changed during all that time is our staff. We have some staff that have been with us over 20 years. We have a lot of staff that come back and visit. We have had quite a few principals, one of which, Marion Hamer, is currently sitting on our 50th anniversary committee, so she came back to help us make sure that this was a huge success for us. So our motto at Leona Cox is Believe, Achieve, Succeed, and our staff have helped make that possible. So I'm going to let Mrs. Fisher talk a little bit more.
Thanks. So currently we have 19 general ed teachers. We have trans kindergarten through 6th grade, and we also have 7 special education teachers. Leona Cox, we service preschool special education and kindergarten special ed students. We have 3 speech and language teachers, a research teacher, psychologist, an adaptive PE teacher, and an occupational therapist. Our mission statement, as Mrs. Ippolito said, is that we believe that we will meet the learning goals of all students who achieve academic success in caring, safe, supportive learning environment and will succeed in reaching specific and articulated goals. So every morning, our kids chant, believe, achieve, succeed.
And we do it too.
We do, always. They know, they believe, achieve, succeed. These are just some of the pictures from a long time ago of different staff through the different years. There's Marion Hamer with her bat in hand doing the annual...
That's not the way she acted when she went to discipline issues. She's on the softball team, honestly.
says the current teachers that we have years ago. That's us at assemblies. Our school has seen thousands of children in our preschool, transitional kindergarten, and first grade classes.
And I love, can you go back?
Oh, yes, of course.
If you look in the upper left-hand corner, that's the first 6th grade class that we ever had. And so I love that on the picture, they put the superintendent's photo, the principal, the teacher, and the classroom assistant all on the same photo along with the kids' names. We would never put our superintendent on anymore, but I think it's really cool that they did that back then. And you can see some classes throughout the history of Leona Cox.
This is our current demographics. We serve 595 students. We are culturally diverse and linguistically diverse. It shows right there we're mostly Hispanic, 58%, 27.6% white, as well as other ethnicities. Language, our English language learners are 31.7%, and our free and reduced, which is what makes us a Title I school, which means we receive additional federal funding. We're at 57.6% this year in students who are free and reduced, low socioeconomically disadvantaged. And these are more pictures of our kids with all our fun activities, from winter sings and spring concerts and awards assemblies, which the community helps sponsor as well by giving donations from restaurants to support us.
Okay, well, since this is my gig, because I'm the PTA president, over the years, our traditions might have changed. We might have lost some things that we used to do. But one thing that we still do is make sure that all of our school events are supported by not only the staff and the teachers, but by the parents, the students, and the community at large. And so we're very, very lucky at Leona Cox to have a good relationship with all those different groups. So you can see our chili cook-off is coming as well in February. So you can practice next week here, and then come to ours February 6th and try your luck there. We do lots of performing arts activities. As PTA, we fund field trips. We help the 6th graders fundraise for their end-of-the-year activities. We have Pajama Day, which everybody loves, including me, because I can actually show up in my pajamas and not look out of place. We have done some really beautiful ceremonies. Last year, we had a student pass away very unexpectedly, and we came together as a community and did a beautiful ceremony to remember him and to thank his parents. We've done fine arts programs. This is a drum circle from COC that came to our school. We do Read Across America, where volunteers come in, and we are actually looking for volunteers to come for Read Across America. I'm helping our rep with that. So if you want to spend 15 minutes reading to some kids, flag me down before I leave. This actually happens to be my husband. He had to get a little shout out in there. He's a teacher in the Hart District. Currently, he's at Sierra Vista. Cody Cougar is our mascot, so you might see him walking around campus. We've done fundraisers and walkathons to help fund all these programs.
So you saw pictures of what it used to be, but this is what we look like now. So we have a state-of-the-art, we do have a state-of-the-art computer lab.
We do.
State-of-the-art computer lab. Every classroom has smart boards, which are touch screens, so very different from the old chalkboards. Most classrooms have 2 smart boards, one in the front to do instruction with and one to do small group instruction on the side. In addition, we are a 3-to-1 ratio for iPads. Common Core coming in is all about collaborating and talking, and we know that if students are doing 70% and teachers are only talking 30%, they're learning more. That's what our research says. So students are collaborating, and so we have iPads. You can see the kindergarten standing on the stool to touch the smartboard to move, and it moves, and they have lots of apps and different things that they can do. It's very interactive. Again, the computer lab. What else do we have there? We have the sound system, which is the little boy down at the bottom. It's just as you have the sound enhancement shows that students anywhere in the classroom can hear it the same way. And the last one is Google Chromebooks, which are new Chromebooks, which are a Google product that all the students have and are very affordable. So we have them for our 5th and 6th grade as of now. It's very cool. And I'm going to hand it over to you.
Back to me. Okay.
Yes.
So this is my PTA crew here. I'm very proud of them. These are all of the parent volunteers who serve on our executive board. This was actually done last year. We haven't lost sight of the fact in 50 years that we are still a neighborhood school. And so, oh dear, my slide Why not? But anyway, we are having our huge 50th birthday celebration Wednesday, February 25th, 6:30 on the upper yard. Remember, I told you we have 3 levels where we're going to be all the way up at the top. And we hope that you'll come. We're going to have hors d'oeuvres, and we're going to have cake. We're going to have some dignitaries come. We're going to have alumni, past principals to be there. We're going to have current students and teachers there. We will have a student performance. We're so excited about this event. So we hope that you will come and that you will share this information with anyone you know who has any connection at all to Leona Cox. Or if you want to come see our tri-level campus, we're going to have tours so we can show you around, because it is a little confusing the first time you come on campus.
Technology. Come see it.
Yes, we are going to have our computer lab open so that you can see. So we have a bunch of really neat programs organized for that night. So we hope that you will join us. To stay up to date on everything, as everyone else, we have a Facebook page. So please like Leona Cox PTA Facebook to stay up to date on events. And if you have any memories or photos from any time at Leona Cox, what? I'm talking to you in the front row. Please email them to leonacoxyearbook@gmail.com, or if you drop them off at the school, I can scan photos for you and mail them back to you. So we would like to thank you very much for inviting us tonight. We didn't know that this group existed, but we're really excited to be here, and we hope that we'll be back here in the future. Are there any questions? Oh dear, yes.
Do you still have a robotics club?
We do not have a school robotics club. We still do have a group of students who do robotics outside of school, but there's not one during the school day or affiliated with, well, the students are affiliated with Leona Cox.
Do you want to talk about coding?
We do have you heard the word coding? So I was on SCV TV recently because they came out to our school and did a little segment on us. But coding, we know that more jobs than ever are going to be in the field of computer science. So our students are learning how to code. We did the hour of code, but in addition to that, we have an after-school coding class, so they're learning to do that. And with coding, you can write the formula, and there's little bee-bots that are robotics. So it is a part of the robotics. So we do that.
Hi, you guys. I just want to tell everybody here that these women and their school are fantastic hosts. I attended a wonderful SCB Council PTA meeting that they hosted at their school. The campus is beautiful, and their hospitality was fantastic. So please do go and visit them during the celebration and take a tour of the school. It's fantastic, and they do a wonderful job.
Thank you.
And the tours will be led by our fabulous student council. Yes. They won't be led by boring people like me. No. They'll be led by kids. So make sure you come check it out. Any other questions? Oh.
Thank you. I was impressed that you had the 7 special ed teachers. How hard is it to mainstream your kids? Because at my school, I feel so sorry for them. There's times where I have the entire grade level in my room with my own kids because no one else will mainstream.
I think I have an amazing team. So I have 4 preschool teachers, and then I have 3 kindergarten special ed teachers. We push in as much as we possibly can. So our SDC program is only half day because most of the kids are only ready for half day, although our other general ed Ks are full day. So as soon as they're ready to integrate, we are integrating. We're trying to move them back to that general ed population as quickly as we can. So I have a great team who we have about 6 or 7 kids right now mainstreaming into that program. Yes.
Just as an FYI, back in the day, which should be over 30 years ago when I had my preschool at Leona Cox, I had a special ed person come in every single Wednesday, and she sat at the puzzle table, and we all grew together, and the next I saw her, she was the cashier at McDonald's.
Oh no.
And I didn't mention that, but we also have Stepping Stones on our campus, which is a private preschool. And so when we have our preschoolers getting ready to go back into what we're hoping general ed K, we have a program where we work with them that we start mainstreaming them in a general ed preschool for part of the day to make sure that transition is going to be easy. So it's a fantastic group of people I work with to do that.
Thank you so
you.
much.
Thank you.
Well, thank you.